Batman watches in grim silence as his son's sarcophagus is carried away through a boom tube, disappearing into the void toward Apocalypse. His fists clench as he demands answers. Why can't they follow? Why are they standing here instead of pursuing the parademons who took Damian? Aquaman steps forward, his tone firm but resolute. The Justice League can't abandon Earth for personal reasons, not even for one of their own. If they leave, they expose the planet to countless threats. Cyborg reinforces this point, reminding Batman how little they know about Apocalypse. Charging in without a plan would be reckless even for him. But Batman is not one to be dissuaded by caution. Without hesitation, he exploits a vulnerability in Cyborg's systems, shorting out the League's transportation devices and making his way back to the Justice League satellite alone. Frustration ripples through the team as they scramble for a way to follow him. Watching from the sidelines, Frankenstein decides he's had enough of this madness and walks away, wanting nothing more to do with it. On the satellite, Batman moves with purpose, making his way to a secured vault. Inside is the Hellbat suit, a powerful and dangerous armor designed for situations just like this. But as he attempts to access it, the computer denies him entry. He isn't surprised. The League anticipated his actions and has already moved to intercept him. When they confront him, their expressions are filled with disappointment and concern. He doesn't care. They judge him, but he reminds them that they play God every single day. So why is bringing his son back any different? Why is this the line they refuse to cross? Aquaman warns that this is not just about morality, this is about survival. If they provoke Darkseid, they put the entire world at risk. Batman glares at him. If Darkseid has taken my son, he counters, we already have his attention. His words hang heavy in the air. Wonder Woman reminds him that the Hellbat suit is a product of their combined efforts. Superman forged it in the heart of the sun, and each member of the League contributed to its design, all to ensure that the one among them without powers would stand a chance against godlike threats. But it was never meant to be used like this. He realizes this isn't just a confrontation, it's an intervention. Their concern fuels his frustration, and in an act of defiance, he grabs Captain Cold's cold gun, firing at Cyborg. The team rushes to subdue him, forcing him back. As they restrain him, he looks them in the eye and dares them to acknowledge what they're doing, stopping him from saving his own child. But the fight drains from him. He stops struggling. There's no point. He knows they won't let him go. Meanwhile, on Apocalypse, Glorious Godfrey presents the Chaos Shard to Kalibak. Darkseid's son shows little interest in the sarcophagus that came with it, but Godfrey explains that it emitted the same energy signature as the shard. Intrigued, Kalibak decides that if it carries the same energy, it can be used to fuel the Chaos Cannon. The fate of Damian's body remains uncertain. Back on Earth, Bruce stands in front of Damian's open grave. The fireflies flicker around him, but he barely notices. His patience shatters. With a growl of frustration, he raises his spade and smashes his son's gravestone. The sound of cracking stone fills the night, but another sound makes him pause. He turns to see Superman watching him. Clark approaches cautiously. He apologizes for how things escalated, but Bruce doesn't meet his gaze. Instead, he speaks in a low voice, acknowledging what he already knew. His plan was reckless. The League was right to stop him. He probably wouldn't have survived. Superman places a hand on his shoulder. He understands. And if Bruce ever decides to ask for help, he'll be there. When Clark leaves, Bruce knows what must come next. He gathers his family, his true allies, for the first time since the Joker's last attack. That ordeal had fractured their trust. But this time, things will be different. From this moment forward, there will be no more secrets. His allies are skeptical. They've heard promises before. If Bruce expects their loyalty, they demand the full truth. No more hidden agendas, no more deception. Forever. Bruce doesn't hesitate. He agrees. One by one, they remove their masks, cementing their commitment. They are a team once more. With their trust secured, Bruce reveals his first secret, the Mother Box. A device capable of opening a portal to Apocalypse. He recovered it from a fallen parademon. He explains how Ra's al Ghul stole the bodies of Damian and Talia, taking them to Nanda Parbat, only for Glorious Godfrey to steal Damian away once again. Now Bruce intends to go after him. He unveils the Hellbat suit, his only real chance at survival. But as much as his allies want to fight alongside him, he refuses to risk their lives. Their duty is to Gotham. If he fails, they must be the ones to keep the city safe. Once the others leave, Bruce speaks into the darkness, knowing he is not alone. I heard your stomach growling, Dick. Nightwing steps out of the shadows with a smirk. but his eyes are heavy with grief. He speaks of Damian, of loss, of the weight Bruce carries alone. He offers his help. But Bruce has different plans for him. Dick has worn the cape and cowl before. If Bruce doesn't return, Gotham will need a Batman. And that responsibility will fall to him. But in the meantime, Bruce has a task. He needs Spiral to create distractions in 4 different parts of the world. Soon, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, and Shazam find themselves locked in combat against supervillains. But something is off. One by one, they realize the enemies they are facing are nothing more than sophisticated holograms. A ruse. Back on the Justice League satellite, Lex Luthor watches the chaos unfold. Then it dawns on him, Batman orchestrated all of this to distract the League. And, to his own insult, Luthor realizes that Batman felt the need to deceive everyone, except him and Captain Cold. Batman remains on the satellite, standing before the Hellbat suit. Luthor approaches, unimpressed yet intrigued. He knows what Batman is about to do. He won't try to stop him. Instead, he offers help. He tweaks the suit's calibrations, warning that it will drain him. Wearing it comes with a cost. Bruce is undeterred. He will make it work. As Luthor makes his final adjustments, he muses that Batman is about to march into hell to pick a fight with the devil. Bruce asks what Luthor would do to bring back someone he loved. Luthor's answer is simple: whatever it takes. Batman says then, "My sentiments exactly." And with that, he activates the Mother Box, stepping through the portal before the Justice League can reach him. The gateway closes behind him, and the nightmare of Apocalypse awaits. That's it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. I see you in the next video.